first of all, I want to thank our fans. We had a lot of fans who showed up tonight and sat in the rain for an hour and 30 minutes, and we sure do appreciate that. Very vocal group, and it's been raining here for the last 2 or 3 days, and wasn't the best conditions to watch a ball game in, but certainly I think it was an entertaining ball game, and I think the biggest theme of the game really is our ability to create some swings and misses on the mound, but certainly we walked way more than we wanted to. We walked 8 guys in that ball game. You just can't do it. We hit 2. Can't give up 10 free bases during the course of a ball game. I think the other thing that was really big for us, of course, is Tatum coming in late and doing a great job. And you got 3 guys really who step into the game when their name's called and just really produce. Jake Mangum steps in there ready for his opportunity, hits a double, huge double in that ball game. Cody Brown steps in and does an amazing job for us and takes 2 really good swings in the ball game, and of course hits a ball that leaves the yard. And Michael Smith, you call his name, put him in defensively, and the game finds him almost immediately and makes a diving catch. So we had some great bench support, and that really only happens when kids are locked in and they're ready to play when their name's called.
Second game in a row to erase a deficit. What do you think it says about your offense?
Yeah, I think we're a much improved offensive club, and I think we have some guys who can generate some bat speed, and certainly when you get through a Rooker, a Collins, a Kruger, a Humphreys, so all those guys can really generate some bat speed and really make it difficult for you to take a breath right through the middle of our lineup. But even at the bottom. Today, I think Gridley took really good swings in the course of this game. I think even Eli's taking some good swings, but he's not getting balls to fall. We're just battling through out bats, and the great thing is we're forcing defenses to make plays, and we're not striking out much. So, it's a key ingredient. You got to create swing and misses on the mound and defensively, and offensively you got to stay away from the swing and miss. And I think we did a pretty good job of that tonight.
Dakota, I think 4 or 5 walks, but didn't allow a lot of runs. What did you see from him battling through those?
Well, his stuff was really good, and I think there are times where Dakota's stuff feels so good, his arm feels so good, that he's trying to do too much instead of just pitch. When that guy pitches, especially off of his cutter, because his cutter is a pitch that it can really, he can shove in the strike zone anytime he wants. I think when he gets really excited with that fastball and he misses his arm side, he gets into a little bit of trouble. But I will say this about Dakota Hudson. He has become an incredible competitor, and he wants that baseball. He's 100 and something pitches into that game, and he is pleading with our staff to go back out there because he wants to finish that game. We weren't going to let him finish that game, but he's got to be more economic on the front end in order to be able to finish games like that.
Rooker's not your prototypical number 2 batter, but you moved him up tonight, and he came through there and against a really tough pitcher.
The Irvin kid's numbers are just incredible. You look at his numbers as a freshman at Oregon, it's just almost incredible to see a freshman at that level produce the way he did. That kid can really pitch, and he's going to have a very bright professional future. He's battled back from Tommy John, and he was very impressive tonight. When you travel halfway around this country and pitch the way I thought he pitched tonight, it was a real credit to him. But yeah, Rooker came in, and he just, especially against right-handed pitch, he just sees the ball so well, and he does against right-handed pitching as well, but he just seems to hit balls so hard against left-handers, and tonight, he got some opportunities and made the most of them.
After facing a quality pitcher last Friday and only getting a run on the board, what does this do for this offense's confidence to look on the board and you have 10 runs after facing a really good pitching staff, and especially Irvin on the mound?
Well, I think our kids are pretty confident. You just have to understand the game. You're going to swing it well sometimes and not get a ton of hits, and sometimes you're not going to swing it well and you're going to get a ton of hits. You just have to keep battling through it because that's what the game dictates. Sometimes you hit balls at people, and you just have to keep battling through it. But what we're doing a great job of, Gridley puts the bunt down and pressures the defense. Robson hits ground balls, pressures defense. You stay away from the strikeouts. You put balls in play and force defenses to make play after play after play. Eventually, you're going to have some offensive production. I think we've done a pretty good job of that.
Houston didn't throw a whole lot tonight, and of course Tatum closed things out. Does that cement Daniel Brown for Sunday, or maybe one of the freshmen?
We're not 100% sure yet. We have the luxury of watching one more game to make that decision, but there's no doubt. In a night where we struggled to throw the ball in the strike zone, we had to go to Tatum because he's one of our best strike throwers, and he went out there and did exactly what we needed him to do. we needed him to get early contact and let our defense get engaged, and that's exactly what happened.
Could we see Tatum or Houston Sunday?
We'll wait and see. It's the day after when you find out, how they're really feeling. But yeah, certainly both those guys I think could pitch on Sunday. Can they start? Don't know that yet.